Now I'm through with you again. Hey.
What's up, and happy Thursday. I'm your boy Jay, and this is the newly acquired That Girl Olivia.
I'm out here. It's going.
Today.
I'm feeling awesome. Today has been such an awesome day. Like, it started a little bit rough, but then it got better and better. And then right before I came here, I just felt much better to the point where I know we're gonna have a great show.
We're gonna have a great today.
Did you?
Oh man, it was hot.
Was it?
It was hot.
Oh, what'd you do when you went to go see him?
I just sat there. I went to sleep.
That it wasn't that much fun.
I mean, it was something going on, but my head was nodding and everything, and I was like,
because the heat. Did you have water?
I had water.
Okay.
But it was all good. But when we come back, take a little break. When we come back, my girl Olivia is gonna start us off with the topic of the day.
Oh my God, you guys gotta wait. You gotta come back because the topic of the day is so funny. I put it in a bucket and I didn't even know that this was gonna get picked, and it got picked.
So when we come back, stay tuned. Jay and the crew, IntellectualRadio.com.
You the type that'll change your life, make them look at you in a different light. Still be shining on them 20 years later, just to show a hater that they still a hater. You's a living legend and emancipator. You so live, you create a player. I mean, you the reason that I'm getting paper. You the that should carry some toilet paper just to wipe me down. Do it right, do it different, do it nice. You do the impossible, then do it twice. Yeah, everybody wanna know why you killing them so hard, why you taking it so far. Baby girl, you a star. You got it. I want it. Baby, you got it. You got it, baby. I love you got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Yeah. You got it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. Girl, I love it when you do it to her. You got it. Driving them insane, so ain't nobody in your lane. I'm the player, you the coach. Won't you put me in the game? I be surfing on your wave. You the baddest all around. They should call you fire marshal, cause you know you shut it down. You shut it down. I love how you do it better, do it right. Yeah, different, do it nice. You do the impossible, then do it twice. Yeah, everybody wanna know how did you get so fly? They not on your level. Yeah. You can't get up that high. You got it. Now want it. You got it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. You got it. Yes, you do. I hope you like it. I love it. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. Girl, I love it when you do it to him. You got it. You're the hottest thing I've ever seen before. And I would never hesitate to let you know. I want 1,000 in the room, and all I see is you. Ain't no need to lie. I won't lie. Baby, you the truth. You got it. I want it. You know I want it. You got it. You know you got it. I love it. Killing it, baby. You got it. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. They ain't got nothing on you. Girl, I love it when you do it to me. You got it. You got it.
All right. You are back on Jay and the Crew Show here on Intellectual Radio. Olivia.
Okay, guys, I'm that girl Olivia, and it's going down. Make sure you guys keep it locked. If you can't watch it here, go log on to Spreaker, go to YouTube, or stay here on Facebook, or go to the website, IntellectualRadio.com, or if you want to call in, because it's about to get juicy, 708-223-8953. I'm that girl Olivia, and this is Jay and the crew. And our topic for today is...
What is it?
I forgot. No, just kidding.
I was about to say, no, you didn't forget. I'm trusting.
No. So the topic is, okay, so do you think that it is okay to keep your friends of the opposite sex once you get into a serious relationship via marriage, or you're just in a very, very serious relationship? Do you think?
You really want to know what I think?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay, so my thing is this. So yeah, I think it's okay, but I think you should be respectful enough to your significant other to let them meet the friend.
What?
Yeah.
What? Why would your significant other want to meet the person that you used to bump?
You didn't say that. You said friends with the opposite sex.
Well, I'm talking about the person that you used to date, or
Oh,
you know.
well.
But
See,
okay, friend. Okay, let's stick to the first part.
okay, so if you're just friends, then yes, I think it's okay. I think it's fine. But if you go ahead, I see you shaking your head. I see you. You just like, I don't know.
You know what?
Go
It
ahead.
actually really depends on the maturity of your relationship. And that if your relationship and both of you guys are mature and you guys both understand where you are in your relationship and you trust each other, then the friends of the opposite sex shouldn't be a bad thing. Just as long as you and that person have never had anything.
Well, I think, but most relationships today don't go off the maturity level. It's just like, okay, you can't do this because you have some women, even some men, that try to control that aspect of the relationship.
Well, guys can't control their yoo-hoo. So that's why.
She tripping.
That's why
She
they
tripping.
cannot control it. So therefore, they really cannot have friends of the opposite sex because they're only always thinking with
Not
that.
true. Not true.
Yes,
Not
I
true.
think so.
Because I have a
Mhm.
of the opposite sex. Nothing happened. Just cool.
You're just
But
friends.
just play. Yeah,
Relationship. Okay. So how does your person that you're in a relationship feel about that?
no problem.
So if your friend calls you at 11 o'clock at night, it's cool?
Well, there has to be boundaries.
Oh, okay.
There has to be boundaries.
Okay.
It has to be like, okay, don't call me at this time because what do you need at that time of night?
But what do they need really to call you for anyways? Unless like you guys are all going out to a dinner party together and your person is with you, or you guys are all gonna go bowling together and it's like, oh, bring whatchamacallit and bring your guy that you would too. So that we all cool.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, what do you guys think? Hey, Trini, how you doing?
All right. If y'all want to chime in on this subject, call at 708-223-8953. You tripping.
I'm not tripping. Hey, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Like, no.
Yeah.
I think that once you decide to get in a real relationship, it's cut off.
So you can't have no friends outside of that.
No, your family. You got your family.
No,
you got your cousins and your auntie, and
no.
But now you're in a relationship. You don't need your mind clouded with all that.
Clouded with all that? What? I mean, just because you have a friend.
I read it, and like I googled it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with this Google crap.
I googled it, and on Google, it definitely said that we can't. Our minds don't think like that. Men's minds don't think like that. Now, ladies, we can have friends of the opposite sex.
Wait a minute, man.
Because we understand.
So you saying that a man cannot, his mental capacity, cannot think past his sexual.
The thoughts come over, especially if he ends up being mad at her, and then his friend she calls all of a sudden.
No.
Yes.
No. But that's okay.
My fiance is gonna be so mad at me with this one, but baby, I'm sorry.
No, I'm mad at you with this one because this ain't right. Okay, so it's okay for a woman to have a friend, but not a man.
Yeah, because women are more mature.
No, that's a double standard.
No, it's true. It's fact. So, women are more mature. We know how to handle ourselves. We carry ourselves right. We got our mind on right, and we're more emotional. So therefore, we're not gonna get attached to two people. Like we are very emotional. We attach. So therefore, we know how to separate, and we know that this is a friend and this is the person I love.
No,
and they don't need to. Yeah. Guys can't think that.
Guys can't think that.
Come on.
Guys can't think that.
Help me. Somebody call in or help me with this one, lady.
They don't need no help because I feel like this. You're right. It's sometimes that things happen where women get emotional and men we tear off. But I think that if a woman is doing what she's supposed to do, say a man shouldn't have no reason to go off and do anything else.
He shouldn't.
Don't give a man a reason to do anything.
And then he will. Is that what you're saying?
And then
How do you give him the reason?
I'm just saying,
What is
sometimes
giving the reason? I need to
by not
understand
being
that.
the woman that you're supposed to be.
And what is the woman you're supposed to be?
I've never been a woman, so I don't know.
So then
That's what
how
I'm
do you
asking.
say be the woman you're supposed to be if you don't know what the woman is supposed to be?
Somebody help me with this.
No, because now you're saying
maybe,
that a woman is supposed to be. How are they supposed to be?
Oh, seriously. Okay, so if like me, I have a friend, right? Just a friend. You know, she know my family, everything. You know what I'm saying? But when I decide to be married, you have to introduce to your significant other to that friend. Because you can't because now it's like you hiding things. It's like
Right.
you have secrets. And if you're in a marriage or a relationship, there shouldn't be any secrets.
There
right?
shouldn't be. You're right.
Unless you have an agenda.
Exactly.
So if you have no agenda, then you should be able to go and say, hey, listen, this is my friend, this, and this is my wife or my boyfriend or whatever, this.
And what if she's uncomfortable once she meets the friend and she sees how you guys interact and she tells you later on that I don't think that that's a healthy relationship and I want you to stop being friends with her? How are you going to react?
So it depends on the tenure of your friendship. It depends on the tenure. Now, say you had a friend, and you guys were friends in second grade.
Right.
And then your fiance comes and he says, I don't want you to be friends with him no more. You're gonna say, hey, listen, we can't be friends no more because I'm getting married and my husband to be said I can't be friends with you no more.
I would have the talk with I would definitely have the talk with him to understand what's he uncomfortable about, because there's obviously something that he's uncomfortable about, right? At the end of the day, that's the person I'm going to marry and I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. So, friend will understand
that you can't talk to him no more.
Yeah, this is my husband. Like, this is going to be my husband. This is my life now. Like, we're going to be together forever. Death do us part. We're going to share everything. Me and my friend, we're not going to share everything, you know? And sometimes you still I have friends that I don't talk to every day, but we're still friends. If something was to really happen, or if something was to come up, or, you still can get the Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday type deal, but we're just not friends. We're not hanging out like that no more out of respect for my new person.
Let me ask you a question. Are you an insecure woman?
No.
And I'm not an insecure man. So if my wife said, I got a friend that's texting me or calling me, or say your husband, he had a friend and he said, hey, Brandy texted me and she said Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. Would you be like mad?
That's okay. Just as long as he's not sending messages at midnight to them saying Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas or, how do you do? Like, I think after 6:00, those type of phone calls or text messages, you can do that once it happens early in the day.
I got friends that text me like on my birthday, not at women, midnight? Not women.
Okay.
Like my guy friends, they text me and say happy birthday at midnight.
Yeah. But a woman and you're in a relationship? No.
If my significant other had a man to text her at midnight, I don't feel, because I feel like this. You laying here with me. I don't have no ill wills and nothing about that.
Yeah, it's just the maturity of the relationship. I'm gonna stick to that.
You gonna stick to that after you caused all this ruckus?
Okay, so with that being said, now it's if you have ever, just as long as if you have been with the person, then you feel like that's off limits.
Well, yeah, because if this other person has shown me that they can't be around my significant other without saying things or being inappropriate, then I'll say, hey, you know what? Or even me, if a woman came to me and did not respect my significant other, my wife, by being disrespectful, I'd be like, you know what? You're being disrespectful. I know we friends, but we just got to stop.
Right.
We can't be friends. But you know what? When we come back, we're going to continue this conversation.
Hey, guys.
With Jay and the crew, that girl Olivia, IntellectualRadio.com. Stay tuned.
Oh, my God, you guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, Williams made it. Yeah. I turn up the party. party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I'm feeling like Gucci Cardi. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I'm feeling like Gucci Cardi. Lose all gas, no brakes, and I can't lose. Whole time being great, and I can't lose all gas, no brakes, and I can't lose. Whole time being great, all gas, no break. I'm moving without debate, yeah. Trying to reach the top, the peak is what I taste, yeah. I just seen the light, I'm living out every day, yeah. Put me on the spot, I'm ready to make a way, yeah. I flipping and tumbling, sitting here wondering, figuring out the plan. I think it through, execute, leave all the haters mute so they can understand. I won't take a break, won't take a seat. Those are the girls that can't compete. Lost so much in the street, only good vibes when you talk to me. Bye. Turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I'm feeling like Gucci Cardi. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I'm feeling like Gucci Cardi. Lose all gas, no brakes, and I can't lose. Whole time being. And I can't lose all gas, no brakes. And I can't lose whole time being great. All gas, no brakes. Making my money moves. I ain't acting different, don't get it confused. I'm doing me, that's what I do. Meeting my goals, that gets me through. Grinding all day, no sleeping at night. Victory stands on sacrifice. Who ever thought that it would be me? I didn't choose. I remember dreams turn into reality. Not the scripted ones, actuality. Vision boy cover 7 seas. I'm high water, no gravity. Nothing can stand in my way. I really am destined to display. No more L's, just W's. If I put up the shot, that's game. Yeah, yeah. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I'm feeling like Gucci Cardi. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I turn up the party yachty. I'm feeling like Cardi. Lose all gas, no brakes.
IntellectualRadio.com. Feed your brain.
All right. We're back on the Jay and the Crew Show, IntellectualRadio.com. My girl Olivia here has started a uproar in this studio. Okay, so our topic.
Our topic for the day is it okay for, if you're in a serious relationship, to have friends of the opposite sex? / is it okay to have friends that have recently been with or was with in the past sexually? Now you're in a real relationship. Should you cut them off, or should you fight to keep those people in your lives?
All right. I think that I have to step back a little bit, okay, and apologize.
Oh, because of what Christina said.
How about no, not for that. Because of my male, my male thing coming out here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to apologize to everybody because there's nothing that a woman could do. I mean, women do everything. They do a lot. I was raised by a single mother for the most part of my life. It was a man around. So that women do a lot. I'm not saying that a woman is supposed to stop being who she is and lose herself in her man. All I'm saying is some women go get comfortable, just like men get comfortable. And we lose our way a little bit. And then that causes people to,
stray.
And
if you had friends of the opposite sex, then you would stray to them.
No, because my friends of the opposite sex would be like, don't do that. You got to understand how she feel, and y'all need to talk about it and things like that. But if you got some bust down friend and she like, well, you was my boo since day one and I want to be with you and all this kind of stuff, then yeah, that's going to happen. But you have to know, you have to surround yourself with people that are, mature, like you said.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not saying that a woman just don't do nothing and then her man, it's okay for her man to go out. I'm saying that sometimes, you can lose your way as a man or woman. So that's what I'm saying. Excuse me if I didn't clarify myself. One person.
I think that was a fair enough answer. I'm not apologizing at all.
No, you're not going to apologize.
Yeah.
For stirring all this ruckus up in the studio. Yeah, I should have seen all the tables and stuff turning up in here on me.
No, I was just saying that,
What?
I think that women can do it, but guys can't. There's certain, at the end of the day, There's things that women can do and there's things that men can do.
True.
That at the end of the day, a women's mindset is completely different than a male's mindset. We think with different parts of our brains, and there are, you got this side, you got that side, you got the front side, you got the back side. I don't know, what's it like, frontal lobe, back lobe, something like that.
Medulla oblongata.
But we think with different parts of our brain and we think on the more logical part of our brain. We think with reason. We think with emotion. We think with our feelings. Guys think with one track.
That is not true. That is not true.
The majority.
Not true.
I read it. I Googled it. I did.
Google ain't talking about nothing.
I Googled it, and it had just so many different articles about how, men do think differently. Their willpower is not as strong.
This is like reading a book on how to raise kids. Ain't no book.
For some, there is.
No. Because by the time when you get on your second kid, you're gonna be like, forget that book.
No, but for some, there is. There's some people that follow the book to a T.
Listen,
my uncle and his wife. I mean, I know this is, but they follow a book, and they do. Their kids are great, but they have been following a book for each one of them. Some people do it.
No, I'm not doing that. Skip that. Anyway, so if you if you're a woman and you want to chime in on this, or you're a man and you want to chime in on this topic, give us a call at 708-223-8953. I'm telling you, I need some help, fellas, because I'm losing this battle. I am totally losing this battle with Olivia. She, you know what? I think she did this on purpose.
I didn't. We put all of our different topics in a bucket, and it got pulled out of the bucket. There was other topics. It didn't have to be this one, but this one, just so you know, for the people who are just now tuning in, the topic is: should you let go of your past relationships to be happy in your new relationship?
No. Don't try to switch the words. That's not what they say.
No.
Should you have a friend of the opposite sex if you're in a committed relationship, EI, marriage, or
almost married?
Yeah, it's that.
Oh, what's she saying?
She said, I'm Team Olivia.
You
know what? Everybody, get off the line.
So you guys call in. It's 708-223-8953. Call in 708-223-8953. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your voices. Don't be too shy to talk to us.
Listen, I think this. If your fiance had a friend, let's name her Brandy. All right. Brandy says, how you doing, Olivia? I've been knowing, for a long time. I just want to meet you because
he like a brother to me.
You like a brother to me, and I want to, I don't want to be disrespectful. How would you handle that?
I would tell my high school self that this is not high school anymore, and she's being straight up with me, and I would shake her hand. But my high school self would still be sitting on my shoulder saying, you heard that before.
Nah. You talking about maturity, though.
That's why I said I would be moving forward, but I'm being honest. I'm being transparent, because my high school self is, no matter what, we all got their high school self or their child self or whatever it is that sits on their shoulder. It's up to you to decide which one you're going to listen to or which one you're going to move forward with, or, because we all subconsciously think different things. So I'm just being completely transparent. Nobody is just, everything's perfect, because it's not.
It is.
No. There's no. So, I'm being honest. Yeah, my high school self would be like, hell nah. But my mature self, my adult self would be like, okay, and let's see where it goes. But then after a while, if I start seeing the interaction between them is not what I feel is comfortable for me, then I am going to say something. Because like my current relationship I'm in, my fiance, he's everything. He's respectful. He's great. Like, he's very respectful, but my past relationship I had, one of the people, they had a lot of female friends. And they was thinking that they could just pop up at his house. They was thinking that they could just do this, but he was like, they're just my friends.
No, that's disrespectful. That's just plain old disrespectful when a girl just pop up at your house knowing that you have a significant other. You said something that triggered something in me. If you have your significant other, you guys live together, and you see that there's something going, like something that's not right, then yeah, you say something.
Mm-hmm.
But what if what if that person has not done anything toward that?
No, see, the thing is, ladies, we know how ladies move. We know how women move. We know each other's sides.
You know,
We know how you know. Oh, that's a girl thing. I see what she's doing. Like, guys, you guys kind of like block stuff out. You don't really. You try to pretend like you don't even know when a girl is really trying to get at you. You're like, what? She
but
like
why do I
me?
care if I got my lady on my arm or I
No,
got a lady at home? Why do
because
I even care?
you're a woman, because we're smarter
Oh
and we're
my
more
God.
aware of what's going on. We recognize, hey, she wants more out of this than you, and I think you should cut it off. We're smart. We're really smart, right, ladies?
Ain't nobody gonna answer to that.
We're really smart. We're smarter than
You know what
guys.
I'm gonna do? You know I'm gonna get some more men on this show
Mm.
because I'm just being dominated right here. You know, okay. So say this. Say this. A man comes to you. He's your friend. You had male friends in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you had male friends, and you know nothing ever jumped off. You just friends. You know nothing. And he comes and say, "Hey, you know how you doing? You know I haven't seen you in a long time, and let's catch up. Hey, I got a husband. I got a fiance. Oh, okay. I want to meet him,
Yeah.
and that's fine. Do you
Yeah.
think your fiance would be okay with that?
Yeah. He'd definitely be okay with that, just as long as there was no. We didn't have a past relationship. But if it was like a past friend, like, oh dang, I mean, first of all, my fiance knows that I'm a people person. Like, I know a lot of people. He knows that I'm bubbly. He knows that I'm always shaking people's hand. So he already knows the type of person I am. So, but I would never bring him any disrespect anyway. So that wouldn't. I don't feel like that would be an issue for us, because
I,
he would be open to it. But if the person starts, being out of their body and they start acting a little different way, then yeah, he's not going to be okay with it. But we're pretty solid.
you know, I think that with me, I don't think that it would fly with me having no female friends like that.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, you think that your person that you're in a relationship, she would not go for it?
No,
She would say no.
at all.
She wouldn't want to. No, this is not anybody that you slept with. This is just an old friend.
At all.
See.
But see, this is the kind of thing, and I'm not saying I would do this, but this is the kind of thing like when you can't go to your significant other and introduce somebody from your past or introduce somebody without them being offended. This is what starts happening. When then you have to start. Well, I ain't gonna say you have to start, but this is why men and women start hiding things because you can't be so if you can't be open with your significant other, then who can you be open with?
No, but shame on you for wanting to still be. It depends on the type of friend. Now, if your friend, if that other girl, you talking about, oh, you want to meet my friend, and she shows up and she's got her all cleavage out and
Oh
her
no,
booty
no,
out, or
no.
or she just carries herself kind of that way. Yes, no, heck no. No, y'all ain't friends no more. And if you mad because you got to hold on to that relationship, you mad because I'm saying it's over, then something else is going on with that relationship that maybe you need to take a step back and think about.
But you gotta think about it. Men and women think differently. So just like you said earlier, you said that. You said that. We think differently, and I think that I mean you're right. I mean it's sometimes it's like I really don't want to go here, but I have to. Church people, right?
Okay.
So people think that when they get into a certain level of their faith, you know, oh, I can't be like this with my wife, or I can't be like this with my husband. I'm a different type of guy because I don't care where I am in my faith. I'm gonna be like this with my wife, and I'm gonna be like this with my husband because well, not with my husband, but I'm gonna be like this.
That's another topic.
I'm gonna be like this with my wife because if your wife or your husband is your best friend, then that's what it should be.
True.
You should not have to keep any secrets from them, right?
True.
But if you can't be who you are with your significant other, then that's what's going to start them keeping secrets.
No, but the thing is, you won't have to keep the secret if you guys are on the same page.
But that's what I'm saying.
So yeah, so if she is feeling some kind of way about the person and you love her, then you side with her.
Right, but
who cares about the friend?
If you
shouldn't want to have to sneak around and be friends with that person, because that person shouldn't mean that much to you to jeopardize your relationship, right?
But you're talking about mature people.
No, but I'm talking about mature people or not mature people. It doesn't either matter. You're saying that I gotta sneak around. You
No,
don't
no, no,
gotta
no.
sneak
I'm
around if you
saying you're
just.
talking about mature people because if you're in a marriage or like you know, then you say, okay, I got a friend, my wife don't like him or her, um, and it could be another woman that your fiance might not like. You know, it don't have to be a male. It could be another woman. But I'm saying just for the topic's sake, it is a male, and your
But
fiance
even if it was
say,
a female, why you saying that? Even if it was a female, like if he kind of feels a little bit sketchy about, I want him to feel I want him to be comfortable. At the end of the day, that's my person. You know what I mean? And it's about him feeling comfortable, and it's about me feeling comfortable. So if I have to distance myself a little bit from that friend that he feels like, oh, she too wild, you act too wild when you go out with her. Out of respect for him and our relationship, my friend, she's gonna understand because I'm not single anymore.
right.
So she's gonna understand that we can't hang out like that no more. And he's gonna feel happy that I'm okay to distance it. Just like, maybe he has some friends that I'll be like, because if I call, you gonna end up somewhere in a hotel with that person. You ain't going out with that person. Like, because you could just see how they are. So
But it's like some relationships are just what they are. Just like me and you, we have this show, right? Sometimes I may have to call you and say, I'm not gonna call you at 12 midnight.
I know we'll get in trouble, and he will not have that.
And I won't call you at 12 midnight, but it's like something I may have to call and say, hey, Olivia, this is what I'm thinking, or this is what I feel about this part of the show, and things like that. Or it could be somebody else, and you have a business meeting. It's nothing else going on.
No, but that's where you guys understand what each other do. He knows he supports me 100% with this.
Right.
So when it comes to anything work wise, that's not going to be an issue because that's all those cards on the table. But just some random Joe Blow no. Hey, no.
But okay. So let's say, and I'm giving you all these because you have totally thrashed my whole existence here.
I thrashed his existence. Oh my God, ladies, how do you guys feel?
You know what? I'm gonna get her back. Don't even trip. I'm gonna get her back. Y'all watch.
I am that girl, Olivia.
Yeah, and
there's no getting
the man Jay that you. So let's take a break. When we come back, we're gonna finish this topic.
Hey, cousin. Okay, the topic is. Oh, go ahead. Is she taking us to break?
We're gonna finish our topic. I am Jay, and Olivia is my crew. And we're on IntellectualRadio.com. If you want to call in, call us at 708-223-8953. We'll see you when we get back.
You're tuned in to IntellectualRadio.com.
Blame it on my ex. They the ones who messed me up. Because of them, it's hard to trust. And I don't think you deserve it. Blame it on my exes. Because of them, I hate you. I be lying, I be cheating, I be doing everything they did. It's not my fault that I can't love, that I can't trust. I can't be the one you need, cause I'm not loyal and I'm not safe. It's not my fault that I can't make you my husband. Even though you deserve it and you're worth it, baby, it's kinda hard for me to love you the way you need to feel love. For me to love you the way you need to be loved. treat nobody. I don't know how to love nobody. I don't know how to need you. Don't know how to treat nobody. Oh, baby, I don't want to leave you on. Maybe, yeah, I'm the one that's probably gonna do you wrong. I should have met you first before I got scarred, cause they done made it worse. They played with my heart. Now I still think it's too awful. Made me like that. It's not my fault that I can't love, that I can't trust, that I can't be the one you need. Cause I'm not loyal and I'm not safe. It's not my fault that I can't make you my husband. Even though you deserve it, I ain't worth it, baby. For me to love you the way you need to be loved. For me to love you the way you need to be loved. It's so hard.
All right, all right. We are back on the Janet Two Show on Intellectual Radio. I am Jay, and I got my girl, that girl Olivia, here with me. She is the bomb. So let's get back into it.
So again, the topic is, I'm not going to mess it up this time. The topic is, should you be able to have a relationship with friends of the opposite sex if you are in a committed relationship?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right. We could be different. I mean, but that's what makes the world go round. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different opinion. I say yes. Olivia says no.
To a point, I'm gonna be fair, because if he had like a best friend that was a female that he never had sexual encounters with, or never lusted after, or she never lusted at him, and they were just really close friends. He's like, this is my friend, and then she was cool with me, like we was able to like vibe with each other, and she called like on some friendship, like, hey, what's up? I know that you Reezy new baby and whatever. Then maybe I could probably get with it if she was really cool, if I could really see that, like, no, this was his friend for real. But most of the time, the majority of the time, not possible.
It's not possible.
No.
I mean, if you got some bust down friend that she was a thought back in the day, and then she called herself your best friend, then no, I wouldn't entertain that. But you have to understand, God made everything good.
But you directly said your person wouldn't go with it, and now you're saying
no, at all.
So are you sad?
No, I mean, I'm just saying it's. Well, you silly. I'm just saying, it's like, I think that yes, you can have a committed relationship with that. And now I will say, if that person disrespects the relationship, then no, you have to cut that off. You have to cut that off. But then you got to know who you bringing around your people. You got to know who you bringing around your significant other. You have to know who your friends are. You and then if you're in a committed relationship, your other half, whether it be male or female, has to know who they are with. Because if they can't trust you off the back, then it ain't no need for y'all to keep going on.
Exactly.
So if I can't have a friend and you trust me to be who I am, because like Olivia said, I am a social butterfly. I love everybody until you give me a reason not to love you. If I meet somebody and I'm like, hey, and I'm talking to them, and you see me, and I'm walking down the street with my significant other or whatever, and I see you, I'm not gonna say, put my head down and act like I don't know you. No, I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? And I would introduce.
Exactly. Now, if you didn't introduce, that's the other thing, and the person that, if they're your so-called friend, out of respect, she should say hi to your female first.
Right.
You know,
Or
just
the
be able
male,
to,
whatever it
or the
is.
male. Like if it was a guy, then he should say hi to my guy first.
Right.
Out of respect, and then proceed to say, "Hey, what's going on?" That way, there is no line crossed. But a lot of people don't know how to not cross that line. So therefore,
But it's up to that significant. It's up to the man or the woman, your husband or your wife or whoever your person is with, to make that engagement. Hey, this is my wife. This is my husband. You know, but
nah, but y'all be so goofy. Y'all be so happy to see your friend. You just start hugging and what? That was my friend. And then you get home later on, and then you have to talk about it, and then now everybody's mad, and then you're like, that was my friend. She like,
see,
hmm
see, we was all right until you had to start male bashing.
I'm just saying, because that's what you guys do.
No,
Like
you
you would
right.
have jumped up and
See,
hugged
y'all
her.
goofy. Well, see, we was all right. We was on the road. We was mending this relationship, and then you just broke the bridge.
No, I'm just telling you the truth because you guys get so excited. You guys start thinking about other things and you're not focused on, okay, wait, let me make
Women
sure
don't
I
get
just
unfocused.
not all the time.
Anyway, listen. So what I'm saying is,
I'm a feminist. I'm pro woman all day. So no matter what you say, I'm gonna be like, no.
it's three sides. It's
Hey Jay.
the right side, the wrong side, and it's the truth. Her side, my side, and the truth.
Oh, and what's the truth?
We don't know.
Well, I googled it. A lot of the stuff was.
Oh, here we go with this Google crap. Here we go with this Google mess. See, that's what's wrong. Google's the truth. If you want to know the truth, Google it. Google it. I know people that use Google and still got the answer wrong. So don't give me that Google crap.
I googled it and it said.
Yeah, Google nothing. Don't Google nothing.
I'm just saying.
Use your common sense. No, but okay, Google told you that, but my brain and my wit tells me that I have to know my significant other. My wife, my girl, friend. I have to know my significant other, and if my significant other don't trust me enough to not allow because I'm grown. You don't allow me to do anything. But if you don't trust me enough to say, okay, sweetheart, I know you got friends and things like that, you know, let it be. But if I see as a man you know, with the significant other, if I see something going wrong, it's my job to curve that.
Right.
I mean, nip it in the bud. No, can't do it. No,
but a lot of times the problem is you're right. It is your job to nip it in the bud, and it is your job to like hurry up and jump to it. But a lot of times you don't see it because you guys don't see stuff. Why do I have to keep saying that?
Because Google told you.
No, but you guys don't see stuff. You guys don't see what's right in front of you.
Google
You
told
guys
you
see other things happening and not what's the factual. Oh no,
Mm-mm.
she just like that. No, she's not just like that. She's feeling you. Like she likes you.
You know what?
No, she always been cool. She like that with everybody.
I'm gonna ask Google. Let me Google it and see if I'm wrong about certain things. And then if Google tell me something different, then I'm going with it.
Okay, Google it. Google has not failed me at all.
Google has failed a lot of people.
It hasn't failed me. You just have to know how to use it.
Don't listen to this. Don't
Keywords.
So it's user error now?
Yeah, yes.
Man.
You can't just type in red and think that you're going to get the answer. You have to type in a full question, and then you have to go down to the right link because you don't want to get the spam link.
You know what I want you to Google? Did Trump use Russia to go? No, don't Google that because it's going to give you the wrong answer.
You think so?
I know. Anyway.
Watch Google. Somebody from Google is probably watching this, and they're probably going to sponsor me because I'm so pro Google. Google.
Hey, guess what? I'm going to use Yelp. No, but seriously, don't Google nothing. Just talk to, women. If you have a significant other, all you got to do is talk to them. Sit down and talk to your mate. Sit down and talk to your mate. Get an understanding about what you want in your relationship. Don't just go off the fly and think because the man has a woman that he been friends with a long time that he knocking boots. That ain't true. I don't care if you do Google it. It's wrong. You have to. A relationship is about communication. It's about knowing your mates.
True.
And when you communicate with your mates, then you find. But sometimes you cannot communicate effectively, and if you cannot communicate effectively with your mate without arguing or to going down the wrong way, then you got to go get some counseling.
Yes, I am so pro counseling. It works.
Google told you.
Actually, I googled it for somebody.
See what I'm saying?
But it does work. Counseling does work, and he's right. The key to the relationship is mostly communication, because you can have friends of the opposite sex if you guys are mature and ready for it to a point. If he's mature and if he's really seeing with all his eyes and not the third eye, then yes.
Oh, here we go.
I think that it's okay to a point. I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. But I think that sometimes, when you have a insecure woman or an insecure man, and you have friends, it does cause problems, and those are the problems that you want to avoid.
But sometimes you don't know that you're insecure. Sometimes, like, the insecurity thing kind of like creeps up on the back of you, and then all of a sudden you become insecure, and then you're like, "What the heck? I'm not insecure. Why is this bothering me?" Because there's something else going on there.
I'm insecure.
Sometimes you don't know that you are.
I know I'm not.
Sometimes it may creep up.
No, it ain't gonna creep up. I know it's not.
Sometimes it may.
No, I'm not.
So what do you guys think?
No. If you want to chat me in, hey, Google our phone number. If you want to talk to us, call us 708-223-8953.
Yes, I'm that girl, Olivia.
And I am Jay. Don't Google the phone number because it's not there. I'm telling you. Because don't listen to her about Google. Everything ain't there. When we come back, we're going to have our last words. Jay with my crew, Olivia on IntellectualRadio.com. Hit us up.
Radio.com. Feed your brain.
Feed me now.
Feed your brain.
I'm starving.
Come on. Yeah. I see you, baby. Get your shine on. Get your glow up. One time for the babies on the south side, the east side, the west side, the north side, Chi-town. Hey. Oh. There's a song in your song. It can flow from short to long. In your song, you are the story. Getting past, struggling with your past. It'll pass. Be there, over there. You torn from where and there. It'll bear. You'll get there. I know what I know. Suffered more than you know. You roll in the cold. There's always something inside of you. It makes you beautiful, makes you beautiful, and makes you. It's the sun that makes the flowers grow. It's the spirit child in you that's meant to grow. There's always something inside of you. It makes you beautiful, makes you. Yeah. Be the sun that makes the flowers grow. Be the spirit child in you that's meant to grow. Find it in the afterglow. Glows from the bellows of your soul. And you know it's what you put here for. And it's clear, so clear, the reasons why you're here. It is You can change the atmosphere. There's something incredible within the meeting of the minds, like if you were bidding kind, spare our brother a dime, he can take a red line to 100 lifetimes. And you wouldn't mind it because God had already prepared for you a place to be ageless, where you can brush your face with lilies and sing songs of Makila. There's always something inside of you. There's always something inside of you. It makes you beautiful, makes you beautiful.
IntellectualRadio.com. Feed your brain.
We are back on the Jay and the Crew Show on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, if you need to call in, 708-223-8953. Well, we coming to the end of it. We in the home stretch, Olivia.
Home stretch. My question to you and this home stretch is, because I know you said you had daughters.
Mm-hmm.
If your daughter called you and said, Daddy, he has a female friend and I don't want him to be friends with her, what would you say to her?
Well, I really wouldn't get into my kids' relationships. They have to figure it out because I feel
your daughter
like,
is calling you and she's
I
crying.
I understand, but if I give her, okay, so she's asking me a question, and I give her advice, and it is not the advice that she wants to hear, you think she's gonna call me back?
Daddy, you're giving her advice.
Yeah,
yes,
but if it's not the advice that she wants to hear, because you have to think about
my
this.
mom gives me advice all the time that I don't necessarily want to hear, and I don't hear it at that very moment.
But maturity.
Okay, true.
You're talking about maturity. So if my daughter called me and said, Daddy, this man has a female friend that I think it's a little bit too close, I would tell her, hey, listen, you need to sit him down and you need to tell him and talk to him and say, listen, I am not comfortable with this relationship that you have with this certain individual. And then if he tells you, well, she's just my friend, then you have to reiterate how you feel. I don't like this. I don't like it. And you give them an ultimatum. You gotta stand your ground.
True.
You don't let nobody push you over and say, well, this is my friend, I'm gonna be in her life. Okay, well, you go ahead and be with your friend.
Right.
That's just it.
So that's it. The bottom line is communication. Let's learn to communicate better. Let's learn to communicate better so that we don't have these type of issues. If you guys loved our topic, please leave comments and let us know that you love the topic. And if you want to hear about something different, make sure you guys send those topics in.
And before we go, it's one thing that I gotta say. We must teach our kids to love and not hate. We must teach them to respect the creator, whoever the creator you may believe in. Respect them, because if they don't respect the creator, they will not respect you. We must teach them to put down the guns and not be violent to their friends, their peers, or even us. The Bible says not to provoke our children, but to love them. So we must love our children and teach them the right way. And on that note, Jay and the Crew, we are out. We'll see you next week. Tune in.
Deuces. That was awesome.